And then he stabs her and he says, "Guaranteed to jack you up." I always thought that was awesome.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today is October 2nd. It is our second movie for our 31 Days of Halloween here on the channel. We are so glad to have you back for another amazing day, another amazing movie. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get into The Faculty.
Yeah, this movie was a treat because I haven't seen this movie for a very long time.
It is. I actually have never seen this movie until this year. So,
What?
Yeah.
Shame on you, but shame on me. There's a lot of movies that I hadn't seen, and see, he goes, shame on you.
No, I thought I had seen this movie, but I was mixing it up with another movie from the 90s. But pleasantly surprised with this movie. Had a really great time. Me and my wife watched it. So cool. Such a good movie. A lot of practical effects. And a star-studded cast, like
Yeah,
in their early ages. So this movie's great. Yeah, I like. What year did this movie come out? 90 what?
98, I believe.
Yeah, 98.
Was I right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You were right.
And awesome, you know who? Robert Rodriguez was the
Robert
director.
Rodriguez. It was really cool to see his name because I didn't even know that he
And for doing a horror movie. I mean, he does horror movies too.
he does here,
Which
and there.
we have another one coming up
Yeah.
that he directed, and we won't talk about that till that day.
Yeah. But The Faculty was a pleasant surprise for me. I really enjoyed this movie. Let's start by talking about the cast of this, like Josh Hartnett, Usher, Elijah Wood, Selma Hayek, Jon Stewart, tons of stars.
Robert Patrick.
Oh, Robert Patrick.
He's just another one. Christopher McDonald. Shooter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was Elijah Wood's dad, which was, it's so funny too. This movie is a crazy movie. So spoiler alert, if you haven't seen The Faculty, I'm going to go well into it. This movie is about aliens taking over. This is like Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Yeah.
And it's cool.
it's got some vibes of this guy right here.
Yes, it's definitely a body horror, some body horror movie vibes. It is these parasites that take over, that are aliens actually, intelligent, and they take over a host and they multiply by sticking their tendrils in your ear. So it's very interesting. I wasn't sure even what the movie was about. So like watching it was a really crazy surprise, especially in the beginning with the hallway chase scene of the principal. I was just like, oh man, this coach isn't like a creep, dude. Like this is weird. And then he, gets her and definitely implants his multiplying parasite into her brain. So it's cool. Another thing that is cool about this movie is I like the fact that when it does resolve, like there is a like happy ending. I thought that was a very different for 90s horror, because there's usually like, I don't know, it's a give and take. So, but I actually was like, oh, there is a cure for this. Really cool though. Elijah Wood's character, typical 90s nerd, not likable by anybody. Very funny. Everybody played to their stereotypical roles in this movie, and I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, I also liked the beginning of this movie. I like how Robert Rodriguez, you can say words, Anthony. I like how he presented the cast. Like, these are the characters, these are our names, and just it went shot by shot, showing them, introducing who these characters are. And I thought that was really cool in terms of presentation of the start of this film.
I actually really love that. Like, and when movies do that, it just, I don't know. I like movies that do that. I like movies that have chapters. I think that's really cool. Just kind of like to throw you in and educate you a little bit more in the film. So I did like that. And I like that it like kind of incorporates into the opening credits. So I thought that was cool. Josh Hartnett's character was actually really funny to me
Zeke.
too. Yeah, Zeke is just your drug dealer at school.
He's just the typical the dude that's just there in the
yeah,
background.
he's just like there. He's just getting by. He's clearly been held back like a couple years, but like on purpose because he's genuinely smart.
He's actually an
Like,
intelligent
yeah,
person, as you find out. We'll talk about it later
but
in the film. But yeah,
but yeah, it starts off with them at school. It kind of mainly focuses, it seems, around Elijah Wood's character. I know that it does focus on all of them multiply, but like it seemed to very much concentrate on his character's experience with what the events are, especially I think because he's a nerd, and he kind of like already figures out what's happening.
right.
And he eventually, he knows someone who kind of he lets into the inner circle of like what his theory is for what's happening to the faculty, why all the teachers suddenly are starting to act strange, why all the students are suddenly acting strange. I also really love that the spread of these parasites happens so quick. Like
It happens within like a day or something.
literally just a day.
And
like,
the way the movie moves and the pacing is really good in this movie. And it really, with the pacing, I just noticed like the character building, like we get to know who these characters are, at least a little bit about who they are. You know what I mean? In the beginning of till leading up to the point where, Elijah Wood finds the parasite on the football field.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. And then he's just like, he brings it to John Stewart, the science teacher. He's like, okay, I got to check this out. Oh, you made a huge discovery. I got to let like the colleges know, basically. And then boom, like
he gets taken and assimilated into one of the faculty.
Yeah, it's interesting. The teachers, he was a very likable teacher, a very likable cast member. I thought that was awesome because I've had teachers like that are like, clearly this teacher knows ball. Clearly this teacher is better at presenting and teaching than others. I also really like Selma Hayek's character, even though she kind of like gets taken over early in the film. I thought it was hilarious because she's just like the overworked nurse at the school. She's clearly popping pills for herself because she's like experiencing symptoms, it seems, all the time. And it's just like, it is funny. And plus she's great. So,
yeah, even the faculty in the room, like, are we gonna get the funding for the art department and stuff like that's like, and the principal like, hell no, this is a football town.
Yeah.
The football are gonna get they're gonna get their jersey, they're gonna get their equipment.
Yeah.
Like,
so yeah, so let's see. I mean, Usher is on the poster for this movie, but he's like not even in it. Like
he's got like a couple of
3
scenes,
or 4 scenes,
like in the locker room, and then when he's assimilated.
but he's always just a side character. He's
Yeah.
not even like a part of like the main group that's figuring out what's happening. He's just like pops in, says some kind of like joke, and then it's just like gone. He's kind of an asshole in this movie too. Like, so I just thought that was interesting. Interesting misleading marketing for this film. Clearly he's a bigger name. I mean, he was upcoming at this point in time, but
If there's anyone that really needed to be in the poster, or maybe, yeah, the person's in the poster. Never mind.
no.
It's our new girl. I forgot her name.
I don't remember her name either, but yeah, I can pull it up. Oh, Laura Harris. Mary Beth.
Mary Beth. That was the name. I forgot her
Mary
name.
Beth. Yeah, she's on there.
Yeah, Mary Beth is not quite who she who she seems she is.
Yes.
In this.
It's interesting too, because like she's a very likable character.
Oh, very likable.
So you're like, oh, this is just the new girl who's like trying to fit in, but
trying to make friends.
But
too.
she's so overwhelmingly nice that she's like talking to people that people at this school shun, such as the goth girl, or even Elijah Wood's character, or even Zeke. and she even like grows like some kind of love connection with Zeke. But as the film goes on and we figure things out, find out that it Mary Beth's patient zero, pretty much.
Yeah, and
So-
there's a huge plot twist in this movie,
Yeah.
and it reveals itself later. At probably the last, I don't know, half an hour,
10 minutes, 15 minutes,
maybe. Yeah, something like that.
I mean, it's pretty quick, honestly. Like, because
Yeah.
once the reveal happens, and you know it's Mary Beth, you're like, oh crap, and then it just goes AWOL from there, and that's where you get the Thing vibes because she transforms into what the parasites actually like look like, fully transformed, which is like crazy Squidbilly. And I like when they go in the pool too. I thought that was fun. But yeah, we get that whole thing, and then at the end, they're in the locker room. They have that big old fight in the locker room, and then eventually our stars overcome this terror from space. So
yeah. I just like that they killed it with Zeke's
his
basically
meth.
his method
His meth.
that we find out later in the film when they're trying to figure out who isn't assimilated and who isn't, who isn't turned, which brings the Thing vibes to me.
Mhm.
Like they're all trying to find out who isn't real, who is an
Oh,
alien,
yeah.
who's not.
Yeah, and then
And,
they all are trapped in Zeke's garage.
And
His
we find
lab.
out, we find out that Zeke's actually really smart. He's a chemist. He knows what he's doing. He's been making methadone and selling it
Yeah.
at school. But it's funny. The whole theory about this creature is they have to retain water. So if they don't, they dry out and they die. So in the scene with Jon Stewart, they actually kill him by figuring this out. And that's when they have a theory of, okay, this is how you kill these things.
Yeah, there's a couple scenes, obviously as they're taking over, that we see everybody lined up to the water fountains, everybody like drinking water. The coach is just standing in the field while the sprinklers are going off. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of like indications of what they need to survive, and then finding out that meth kills them is funny.
Yeah. And I love the end sequence when Elijah Wood's been going through the bleachers. Like he basically lures the alien creature through the bleachers, gets her in the bleachers, and he's at the end. He's like sitting there, and she's ready to. She spits actually the little
Tendrils, yeah.
tendrils out, and they started to go in. And then he stabs her and he says, "Guaranteed to jack you up." I always thought that was awesome. And then it ends there.
Yep.
With the final confrontation with the creature. So
And then it says pretty much everybody goes back to normal after a couple of days or something like that, and bam, that's that. This town just goes on with life after that, I guess.
yeah, it's funny because you see what's going on. Like Zeke has a crush with the teacher.
Yeah,
And he's on the football team because he was on the football team.
kind of
And
gets
then-
his shit together after that.
And then the quarterback, I forgot his name is I can't remember his name. But he gets with the goth girl, and there's one little happy ending.
Yep. Oh, and I like that about now that you say that, like I like that about each one of them.
Stan, that's his
Stan.
name. Stan gets with the goth girl.
I like that each one of them has their own inner relations and their own opposite to their character growth. Because, like, again, Zeke being smart, there's the goth girl who's actually like not goth necessarily. She's just kind of like doing her own thing. She's not. She's considered people at the school think she's a lesbian. She's not a lesbian. There's Elijah Wood and the bratty girl.
Oh, Jordana Brewster's character.
Yeah, and so they get together, and she's actually more sympathetic than bitchy. Elijah Wood's actually cool and not necessarily a nerd. And it's just cool that all of the characters, Stan, who is quarterback, is trying to better his life and be smart. It's very cool character development. I thought.
I just thought that part of it was really good with the pacing of this film.
Yeah, it's great. I love this movie. If I were to rate this movie critically, I think this movie sits around a 3. But on my own scale, because that's what we try to rate on, more about how much we ourselves like this movie, I think this is a 4. I think this is a good 4 out of 5 for me. I like this movie a lot. This is a movie that I will continue to watch during Halloween seasons every year, possibly. Yeah, I just really enjoy this movie, and Josh Hartnett's awesome. He's such a good actor to me, so I love seeing all the stuff that he's doing, all the stuff he's been doing lately too. Like he's coming back, so I think it's cool.
I mean, he's coming back since he did stuff. I mean, I loved him in Sin City, like his little,
Yeah.
his little parts in Sin City and stuff.
Yeah, he's done a couple of movies this last year, so yeah, he's coming back. What would you give it?
This is a 5 for me because this
Nice.
is just a personal favorite of mine. I just haven't seen it, and then you put on this list this year. I'm like, oh my god, you put that on the list. I love that movie. It's just a good, well, solid late 90s. Like even the music is good in this movie. I like the music. Just I thought, the pacing, like I said, Robert Rodriguez did a really good job. Like the acting's actually not bad in this movie.
No, not at all.
And even the shots of the alien creature and stuff like that. I mean, it's got plot holes, but I'm not going to get into that. So yeah, but
it does. But the vibe is there. The nostalgia of the 90s is there. Like it's all good. It's a very enjoyable movie. So
yes, very much so.
But yeah, now that we've got that out of the way, guess what time it is? You know it. It is fun fact time. So
fun facts for the faculty.
Fun facts for the faculty. Let's go. It was on the set of this film that Harry J. Knowles first got wind of Peter Jackson making The Lord of the Rings into a movie. He urged Elijah Wood to go for it, even though the actor had never read the book, which Wood Dooley did, ignoring the news that Jackson was largely casting British actors and videotaped his own audition.
Wow,
so
that's cool. It is around the same time period, so that would make sense. Like, I wonder if Elijah Wood went like straight to this film and
it was
over to, being casted for Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings was like, when was Lord of the Rings? Like early 2000s.
Yeah.
So, let's see. A lot of the filming was done at the high school in Lockhart, Texas. The football team was used, and the city was told to show up for the football game and were given fake T-shirts to wear in the stands.
That is really cool.
The drug test scene is a homage to the blood test in The Thing.
That's what I thought. That's where I got vibes from this movie. It was from The Thing.
It's the film debut for Jordana Brewster.
Which, if you don't know who she is, she's in The Fast and the Furious and several other films, but I know her from that.
During a retrospect interview for Halloween H2O, Josh Hartnett acknowledged that his controversial hairstyle that can be seen in that film and The Faculty, both productions hated it, but Hartnett intentionally kept cutting his own hair and messing it up to look more like an authentic teen. These antics led to fights with producers and the director of H2O, who wanted him fired. Ultimately, that did not occur, and Hartnett finished both films.
That is hilarious.
That is funny.
That is funny.
The actors sticking to their guns. That's all. The role of Delilah was originally written for Charisma Carpenter. She turned it down because she felt the role was too similar to her character Cordelia on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Sarah Michelle Gellar, the title star of Buffy, also turned down a role in The Faculty. So,
It was that time period. I mean, I Know What You Did Last Summer was around the same time, I
Yeah.
think. So
Let's see. Elijah Wood, Clea Duvall, Jordana Brewster, and Sean Hattasey appear in the music video for Another Brick in the Wall Part 2, performed by the Class of 99, which is featured in the film soundtrack. In keeping with her character, Stokely, Clea Duvall does not lip sync the lyrics with her co-stars.
yeah, I knew there was a bunch of covers of songs like the David Bowie song and then the Pink Floyd song, which was Another Brick in the Wall Part 2.
Let's see. Jessica Alba auditioned for the role of Delilah.
Really?
She didn't get it.
That's hilarious.
Robert Rodriguez cast Josh Hartnett and Elijah Wood again in Sin City. And that Jessica Alba is also in Sin City.
Yeah, she is. She's Nancy.
This movie was Usher's film debut.
Aha.
So let's see. Clea Duvall is a lesbian actress playing a heterosexual girl, pretending to be lesbian to scare people off. Yeah, so that's what I was like saying before. The car Zeke drives is a 1970 Pontiac GTO, which is an awesome car.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And last but not least, let's see. The original title for this movie was called The Feelers.
I'm glad they went with The Faculty instead.
Me too.
The Feelers.
The Feelers.
No.
So, really cool. Yeah, great movie. Faculty. Go watch it. Go check it out.
You definitely check this out if you're a horror fan. It's an awesome watch. It's worth your time.
Yeah, and if you're a fan of nostalgia movies and 1990s, early 2000s, 80s era, check it out. It's great. It's definitely got that feel and that vibe of horror. So, yeah. Without further ado, that was the end of our episode. If you would so kindly hit that subscribe button, follow us. We have all the socials, TikTok, Instagram, etc. Go on there. If you want to support us even more so, what would really help, go over to patreon.com/CalvinCam. Join us in our community on Patreon that's growing. And that really would help out a lot. So thank you guys for watching, and we will see you tomorrow on our 31 Days of Halloween.
See you on episode 3.